Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you guys have been asking about Quinnipiac, and I thought today would be a great day because it's sunny and it feels like spring and so on and so forth, and I just thought today would be a good day to answer them for you. So, just diving right in, the first question is, because KU is a liberal arts college, how does that affect the kind of courses that you have to take? So I'm here to tell you that Quinnipiac really likes to make sure that you guys are well-rounded, and that means making sure that you have exposure to all the kinds of different courses that they have available and all the different kind of majors, so that way you just have a little bit more insight on what's going on and what they have to offer. So as a film major, I do have to take courses in global studies, I do have to take a course in the natural sciences, I have to take a course in the fine arts, I have to take courses in the social sciences, and that's not just for me, that's for everybody. Everyone has to take a set amount of core classes, or UC credits that they call it. That doesn't mean though that you won't have time to study all the courses that you want to that revolve around your major, because I do understand, that you go to high school and you're like, hey, I spent 12 years here studying things that I don't really, I'm not fully interested in and whatnot, and then you go to college and you're like, oh gosh, I still have to take more courses and classes that I don't really find interesting, that are outside of my major. But I will say that it is nice to be able to have a greater exposure and insight onto other majors, if that makes sense. I think I'm just repeating myself, but I'm trying to make sense here. But like I said, you still have time to take all the classes that you need to in order to graduate on time. Also, depending on if you're in an accelerated program, that would also influence what kind of courses you have to take. Maybe you don't have to take as many courses, as many UC courses as someone who, like me, is on a regular track. I can also give you a more in-depth detail overview of what kind of courses I have to take and whatnot. So yeah, and just to show you what kind of courses are available. Oh my gosh, I'm already dying because I tried filming this once and it didn't work out. So I'm going to try and speed it up here. Next one, do people approach you or do people keep to themselves? Mostly people tend to keep to themselves, but during orientation week and during the first few months when everyone's getting to know one another, definitely people are more outgoing and trying to find their niche and trying to find their clique and the people that they blend with the most. And so I will say, if you want to find those people, definitely do it early on, don't wait too long, because later on it does get to the point where people are a little bit less open to making new friends, if you get my vibe. Next one, are the classes small? Yes, the classes are about normal high school size, so about 18 to the highest maybe 30 kids in your class. We have one lecture hall, it holds about 200 people. It could be a little bit more, it could be less, I'm not 100% sure. But just to give you a scale, that's about the size of our classes. They're pretty small, that way you get to know your professor and they get to know you, and it's really cool. Tips for freshman orientation. Some tips is just make sure that you realize that you're not going to be friends with everybody that you're going to meet at orientation, because at orientation everyone's thrown in with a bunch of different people from different majors, and so most of the time you probably wouldn't see them in class. If you did see them at all, it would be getting together at the weekend, but you tend to bond more with people who are in your major. So just saying, just don't expect too much. It's very helpful. You get to really know your orientation leaders, and they really get to know you, and they're there to help you. So don't be afraid to ask any questions, or just ask for help at all. So don't be afraid. It is long. It's about a 2-day orientation, which sounds terrible, but it's actually kind of fun. I had a great time at orientation, just meeting a bunch of people and getting to see who else is there, get to know my surroundings, and get acquainted with the school, so that was really nice. Again, I could go more into depth about orientation, but my camera's about to die, so we're gonna keep going. Is it a test optional school? It is a test optional school. Actually, I was the last class where the SAT was required, which is kind of unfortunate, because for me, I'm not a very I'm not a good test taker, so my SAT scores I feel like didn't represent me as a student overall very well. So, but yes, Quinnipiac is now a test optional school, so you don't have to worry about that. So, yeah. The party culture. Quinnipiac is known to be a very heavy party school. Parties do happen all the time. They happen mostly Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Those are party days all at the end of classes. That's when everyone goes to New Haven and they hang out and they go to Toads or they go to Gotham, and that's just like the thing that they do. That's the party culture. There aren't that many house parties. If there are, they're very small. They're dorms. You know, people like to have little parties in dorms, but again, you know, it's not very well known because RAs get involved, and you know, you don't want to have public safety come in and blah blah blah. It's just a big hassle. So if they do party, it's mostly on the weekends, and it happens mostly in New Haven. So that's probably why it's very party heavy, because we are so close to a city. So yeah. Okay, so that wraps that up. I'm sorry this is very short, and I'm kind of speeding through, but again, my camera's about to die, so I don't want to have to refilm this later on. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you need any other questions answered, and I'll do my best to get back to you. It is getting close to finals week, so it may take a little bit longer, but you know, I'm always open. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Terrible. Alright. Bye. Oh, no, that was horrible. Okay, bye.